For a start, let's sing. Long live the ball, for this life is a ball above balls, and if a ball is a ball, then only in a palace. For example, in the neo-Baroque palace in the street where SPATiF, the restaurant of the Association of Polish Theatre and Film Artists, has had its seat since the early 1950s. It once belonged to the Łódź factory owner Wilhelm Lürkens. At the beginning of the 20th century, the entrepreneur struggled with serious financial problems, which he managed to overcome. However, on the plot of land located between Wólczańska and Kościuszki, formerly Spacerowa streets, he built a factory equipped with a steam engine. Thanks to the savings made during the factory's construction and a loan from the Łódź Credit Association, Lürkens managed to fulfill his dream of a lavish palace at the representative promenade, as Spacerowa Street, today's Kościuszko Avenue, was commonly called. It was a place not only to live in, but also to display a sizable art collection, of which the factory owner was an aficionado. After his death, the family sold off most of the property. In the biographical series Osiecka from 2020, SPATiF played itself, a meeting place for the intelligentsia and artistic bohemia to which the title character belonged in the 1950s and 1960s, then a student at the legendary film school in Łódź. In the episode Beautiful 20-year-old Agnieszka Osiecka, played by Eliza Rycembel, sitting at the table with her fellow students, notices Marek Hłasko, played by Jędrzej Hycnar, drinking in the other room. When he gets up and leaves, she hurriedly follows him and in the stairwell takes a picture of him hiding. Again we can see the Łódź SPATiF in the episode I Was Joking. Osiecka is talking at the bar to Wojtek Frykowski, played by Mikołaj Roznerski. He charms the young Osiecka by telling her about an upcoming film he will be shooting together with a certain Romek Polański. The script presents itself rather mysteriously. All that is known is that the set will be set during a party at the film school. Frykowski talks about a real party organized on the premises of the university, during which Polański made his film We'll Break Up the Party. The 13-episode series Osiecka, directed by Michał, Rosa and Robert Gliński, tells the story of several decades in the life of the poetess, Poland's most famous songwriter. The backdrop is the political and artistic events of the time, and each episode begins with something of a chronicle, introducing the realities of the time. We meet the protagonist as a young girl, a student of journalism and an activist of the Union of Polish Youth. During this period, the role of Osiecka is played by Eliza Rycembel. In turn, the role of the mature Osiecka was entrusted to Magdalena Popławska. Throughout the episodes, the viewer accompanies her on her numerous journeys, her relationships with men, festivals and clashes with censorship, her moves and repeated returns with one suitcase to her family home, her tendency to alcohol and her attempt to bear the burden of motherhood, her illness and her last moments in hospital. In the character played by the two actresses, we look for similarities to Agnieszka Osiecka. We try to find her sense of humor, irony, sensitivity, and extraordinary talent, but also that crack, the inner tug-of-war she talked about in her songs. Did the show's creators succeed in showing this? The voices are divided. The SPATiF, which in the series looks like it did in its heyday, owes this to an extensive renovation after the fire in 1980. As regulars recall, the place was a mecca for artists. It was frequented by prominent Polish actors who dropped in after shooting at the Łódź feature film studio. There were also students of the film school who were sometimes accompanied by lecturers during lunch. There were artists, lawyers, journalists, and it even happened that the journalist got a slap in the face from an actor after an unfavorable review in a newspaper. For many years, the hostess of the place was Miss Janina Zgodzińska. The alcohol menu was dominated by czajnikówka, kettle vodka, heated to boost the percentages and poured straight from the kettle. The memories of the regulars are full of anecdotes connected with this place. The pub's glory years ended with the collapse of the Łódź feature film studio. So let's sing again. Long live the ball, for this life is a ball above balls.